All right, we're going to do the first free response problem from review day 3. And you were asked to skip part B. It involves something that is in chapter 7 that we did not get to yet and is not on the AP. So, and thankfully, because it's a little tricky on how you have to do it. But part A and part C, for sure, are things that we can do. Part A says find the average value of the radius of the funnel. So the radius is defined as this, and h goes from 0 to 10. So for our average value, we're going to also go from 0 to 10. So we're going to go ahead and go 1 over 10 minus 0 times the integral from 0 to 10 of the radius, which is defined as 123 plus h squared. Okay, then dh. So what I want to do here is I want to pull this 1/20th out. I don't want to distribute it. It's going to make it a lot more complicated. I'll pull it out, and this is going to then become 1/200th. And then I'm going to go ahead and integrate what's left over. So it's going to become 3h plus h cubed over 3. And we're going to be doing that from 0 to 10. Okay? So I'm now going to get 1/200th times 3 times 10, 30, plus 10 cubed, 1,000 over 3, minus 0 plus 0, so that zeroes out. So I actually end up with this, and this again would be full credit. If you want to go a little further, you could make the 30 into 90 thirds. And then add, and we'd have 1,090 thirds times 1/200th, which would give us 1,090 over 600, which would give us 109 over 60. And that, I believe, is the answer there. Okay. So what did the AP do? They gave you a point for the setup here. I believe they gave you a point for the integration and then a point for the answer here. So 3 points available on that one. All right. And then part C says the funnel contains a liquid that's draining at the instant that the height of the liquid is 3. So that's important. We'll underline that. The radius of the liquid is decreasing at a rate of 1/5 inch per second. So that's dr dt. Okay. At this instant, what is the rate of change in the height? So they want to know what dh dt is. All right. So in other words, we're going to take the equation they gave us up here, and we're going to take the derivative of it with respect to time, and we'll put these values in and find out what dh dt is. So it's a related rate. It's not too bad once you recognize what's being asked of you. So dr dt is equal to 1/20th times the derivative here, which is 2h times dh dt. All right. So dr dt we were told was 1/5, okay, equals 1/20th times 2 times 3, so 6 times dh dt. All right, so now I've got 1/5 equals 6/20ths, which is 3/10 dh dt. If I multiply by 10 thirds, what I'm going to get is 10/15ths, which is equal to 2/3. And it doesn't say units, but everything else we've been doing is inches per second. So I would say 2/3 inches per second on that one. All right. So I would guess they would give you a point for the derivative, a point for plugging numbers in right, and then a point for the final answer. Possibly 2 points here, but that's how they would break that one down.